Welcome to the 3,000 subscriber celebration episode of Secondhand Trains. Our secondhand train today is the SantaFe 3000. It's also known as the Lionel Vision Line SantaFe 2-10-10-2. It's one of the most beautiful trains ever produced. Today, we're going to review it, show you all its special features, and take it for a spin on our layout as we celebrate the 3,000 subscriber milestone right here on the Big Crab Cake channel. Hi Crab Cakes, I'm Emil Hinault, and this is the Big Crab Cake channel, the channel dedicated to model cars, trains, and villages as one amazing hobby. Thank you for supporting our channel and pushing us past the 3,000 subscriber milestone. We have a lot of new content coming up in the next few weeks and months, so if you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen or the one at the end of the video. It really helps us. In 2009, Lionel introduced a line of the most authentic and technically detailed engines ever made. It was called the Lionel Vision Line series. This rendition of the SantaFe 2-10-10-2 was one of the inaugural Vision Line engines. It was offered in the 2009 Lionel Signature Edition catalog, and then again in the 2010 Signature Edition catalog, Volume 1. Its model number is 6-11155. An updated version of the SantaFe 2-10-10-2 was offered again in the 2021 Lionel Big Book catalog. We, of course, are reviewing the 2009 version, which we acquired secondhand. The SantaFe 2-10-10-2 was a daring attempt by the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad to improve upon its earlier successes with mallet-type locomotives, and to push this concept to its limit. Their theory was combine two articulated engines under a single boiler with the aim of doubling the power with a single locomotive. By doing so, railroad companies expected to save big money on maintenance, fuel, and crew costs without compromising raw motive power. In 2011, they pushed this idea to the limit by doubling up SantaFe 2-10-2 engines to create the ultimate 2-10-10-2 mallet. Besides its enormous size, one of the most arresting features of the 2-10-10-2 was the sleek turtleback tender. Although the result was a beautiful engine, the project was not very successful on the tracks. While their tractive effort was phenomenal, the engine suffered in overall speed. Simply put, the underdesigned boiler and firebox could not make steam fast enough to power the massive cylinders at higher speeds. Ultimately, 3000 class mallets were relegated mainly to helper service. By 1918, all 10 were converted back to 2-10-2 locomotives. The unique turtleback tenders, however, lived on throughout the steam era to service a large assortment of Santa Fe engines. The SantaFe 2-10-10-2 gets its name from its wheel configuration. There are 2 wheels on the trailing truck, 10 drive wheels under the rear boiler, 10 more drive wheels under the front boiler, and 2 wheels on the leading truck. This rendition of the SantaFe 2-10-10-2 is a standard O-scale steam locomotive. It is roughly 31 inches long, and it runs on a minimum of O72 curve. It can be run in legacy control mode, in train master command control mode, or in conventional mode with a standard transformer. The locomotive has a die-cast metal body, frame, and trucks, and the tender has die-cast metal body and trucks. It features a high-torque motor with momentum flywheel. The swing-out scale front coupler is interchangeable with an O-gauge coupler for double-heading these engines. Directional lighting includes operating headlight and backup light. There's illuminated front classification lights on the locomotive and illuminated rear marker lights on the tender. There's an opening roof hatch on the cab, an electro-coupler on the rear of the tender, and an eye-catching cowcatcher fitted on the rear of the tender. The cab has window glass, and there's enhanced realistic lighting in the cab interior. Wireless tether connection between locomotive and tender. There's illuminated number boards. There are engineer and fireman figures, and decorated cab interior with enhanced panel detail, and an accurate, separately applied builder's plate. There are 3 sand domes. Under the front sand dome, there are 2 switches: the Odyssey 2 speed control on-off switch and the run program switch. The center sand dome houses the smoke unit switch and also the fill hole for the rear fan-driven smoke unit. The third sand dome houses the whistle and blowdown on-off switch. The tender has 2 hatches that open and close. The front hatch houses the rail sounds on-off switch, and the rear hatch houses the volume control. There are 2 additional hatches that open on this tender, but there's nothing beneath them. There's a quilling whistle, and also a moving bell synchronized to the bell sounds.
SantaFe 3000, you've made a part. Over.
Very good. Cleared the pool. ATSF 3000 out.
This locomotive comes with 2 state-of-the-art Fat Boy speakers that deliver amazing sound reproduction. The SantaFe 2-10-10-2 was a dramatic innovation in raw power. The Lionel rendition of this historic locomotive was also groundbreaking, with many innovative and exciting features. We love this engine. Thank you for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more like it, please hit the subscribe button. That's all for today, and we'll see you next time on the Big Crab Cake channel.